Oh, you got a mad rack on you. Holy shit. They are weapons of mass destruction, man. Feed. How good is that? Whoa! Hang on, I got a fish on this one. Woo! Righto, welcome back to the channel, welcome to 2026, and I thought what better way to kick off the year than a bit of a series on the place I call home. And that place is Coffs Harbour, up on the northern New South Wales coast, and if there's anything that's synonymous with Coffs Harbour, this old girl behind me. Coffs Harbour jetty. She's getting on a bit now in years, but originally she was built for passenger ships that would come in and tie off out there and unload the passengers. But there's also plenty of old black and white photographs getting around where the fishing fleet would come in and unload baskets, and I'm talking baskets this high of snapper, all huge snapper. Hundreds of them. And the place remains rightly famous for its snapper fishing even today. There are times out here when the snapper fishing can be red hot. But there's also other types of fishing on offer, so I thought what I'll do is a bit of a series on home. So the beauty of this place is just the sheer variety of fishing that's on offer. You've got trout, about 2 hours drive away. You've got plenty of rivers and creeks in the backcountry up there that hold bass. And you've got your beaches, like the one I'm walking on now. Plenty of rock fishing opportunities. You've got the jetty, like I said, you've got the harbour here, you've got the marina, you've got the islands, and then of course, you've got the fantastic fishing offshore. Really is a menu of options fishing here. And at times, pretty much matches anywhere in Australia for world-class fishing. For the boaties, it's paradise. It's got a boat ramp, which I'll have a look at in a minute. Whether or not it's a good boat ramp, well, that's open for debate. So this is the entrance to the boat ramp, and that there right behind me is the problem. We're at half tide right now, and you can see waves are breaking all the way across. And you imagine just at low tide what that's like. We're only on a pretty moderate swell here today. You add a bit more swell, a little bit less tide, an absolute recipe for disaster. That there is the culprit. That's a little extension wall that was built by someone who'd obviously been smoking too much at the time, and it has forever disrupted the sand flow. This beach here never used to be here. Tip of the day is it's actually not bad whitey fishing here now because of it. But there is a movement of sand that goes around this harbour. There's a movement of sand that goes up the coast. That wall has absolutely buggered it. So we've got a permanent dredge in place here now, and that just keeps it going as a operating boat ramp. Yeah, whoever built that, well done. So a little red hot tip for you, if you want to avoid the carnage at the boat ramp, a couple of lobsters, and you can stay and park your boat at the marina here overnight. Got facilities, showers and what have you, and then you're cracking ready to go first thing in the morning. You don't have to worry about bringing an amphibious craft just to get out to the boat ramp. Alright, so when you're mackerel fishing, the first thing you want to do is get some bait, and I'll just show you what we're primary target for mackerel is slimy mackerel. I'll just show you what they look like on your sounder. We're coming up on a school of slimies. They're hugging the bottom. See that? Okay, this is the slimy mackerel school here. That's a real good school right there. Real. So let's drop down and show you what we'll get off that. Just dropping a bait jig down. I overshot him a bit. These slimy mackerel schools, pretty much on all of the inshore reefs here off Coffs. They're not that hard to find, especially with marine mapping these days. Just look for any sort of rocks and what have you in that 20-30 metre mark. Not too far off the coast, a couple of Ks. Sputtering them all up and down, and they'll all hold bait of some sort, either yellowtail or slimies. You really want to look for those slimy schools if you can. They're just a far superior bait. Righto, so I've just dropped the anchor in, and as you can see, pretty close to the shore. Not very far off one of the local headlands here at all. And they're all pretty similar, a lot of these headlands sort of north and south of this. And they're all pretty similar, all these headlands, north and south of Coffs. They've got rubble and rock that runs off them in an easterly direction, and all of them at various times will hold good Spanish mackerel fishing, spotty mackerel fishing. Water's a bit dirty because we have had a bit of a low pressure system and some rain recently. But let's get some baits in. I'm going real old school today and ballooning. So if you're a greenie, I'm using biodegradable balloons. Yeah. Okay. All these lines carget. So it wouldn't be boating if something didn't go wrong. Bait pumps died. I'm just doing manual oxygenation here. You don't know much about live baits, particularly slimies. Hypercritical that they've always got fresh oxygenated water, otherwise they'll clap out pretty quick. Won't you, ladies? So, ballooning. Back to the future. Nice shade of pink. So, ballooning, back to the future. This will be one of the most effective ways to catch pelagic mackerel, spotted Spanish. Still damn effective and bloody good fun. So you're just partially inflating a biodegradable balloon. And you want about, I don't know, a foot of 2 kilo, 12-pound line, and you just tie it onto your balloon, like so, like berries, and go about 8 feet, say, up your leader there, and you're just rubbing that 2 kilo 7-8 times around your main line. So, then just a granny knot, couple of granny knots. What'll happen is, if you haven't done it before, it's pretty spectacular. Fish will strike your bait, balloon pops off, and away you go. Biodegradable. Of course, 48 hours or so, that balloon's gone. Wouldn't even know it was there. So the rig is a 2-hook rig. I've got a inline live bait 4-0 hook and a real small stinger on the back there. And we'll find ourselves a volunteer. Make sure that anchor's holding. Yeah, it's not holding good, but the wrong anchor on. Grab your bait. Just to make sure. So lightly just pin that live bait in the back like that, and then just one point of the treble in the back, so your bait's sitting nice like that. They're only small slimies. A little bit bigger would have been nice, but can't have it all. And then the challenge is getting them to swim away from your bait, like this bloke is doing. Thank you, mate. Always check your drags. Probably a bit too much on there. So very lightly pinning these baits. You don't want to go through their spine or underneath the lateral line. You want to leave a bit of a slack. You got that loop there, so a bit of slack on the wire so that they've got freedom to move and swim and do their slimy mackerel thing. The line twist everywhere, beautiful. Come on, bud. There we go. Whoa! Hang on, I got a fish on this one. Woo! Help me, please, no. Oh no, I missed him. Hang on, it's still there, look. Fish, come on, eat him, bait him. Missed it, no, here I am carrying on like a boat. Hang on, fish. That's got him. There we go, on the top there. What is going on here? Very strange. That's all. Always happens this time of year, eh? Bloody little sharks. For some reason they love these close reefs. Tool. Look at this. Ruin your rings. Having a morning of it. Right. Right. Let's rain it. Voila! Shit! Wow! Oh, bring it on! Baby's got the tools. Shit! What's your phone number? Alright, I've caught one shark, it's just shit. Righto. See you, Blum. Wow, you're a good looking woman. Holy, the things I do to you. Dreadful, dreadful things. See you, darling. Good all that. So not a lot of love on the inshore mackerel ground. It is January, always a bit of an iffy month. Sprinklings of fish here, but just not in the numbers that make it kind of worth putting in too long a session in. So I've come out to one of the islands in the Solitary Islands group. This one's called South Solitary. Us locals know it more affectionately as the Light. The reason for that is up there. I'm just slow trolling a slimy, pretty close to the rocks here. Beautiful, beautiful island. Call that the hole in the wall behind me, or the arch. Great rock formation. And this can be quite a productive method to pull some fish off here, but again, it's very temperamental, is how I describe it. On her day, she's great, but she's a cruel mistress. When she's not on, she's certainly not on. And for these washers are great. If you're up here in winter, they fish very well with tailor, snapper. Get up here real early, flick some pillies in there. Pull lures here. You've seen in my earlier episodes. It can be quite productive. Right time of year. Wahoo, Spanish mackerel. Can't even pull a bloody tail at the moment though. But a great looking piece of rock. Start here, but last resort. That's pretty easy getting dollies and babies there. Is he eating that yet? Yeah, sorted out here yet. Fella. No, this is a local fad, the Coffs Harbour fad. It's not too far out. Bit of a last resort option. There's usually always dollies here. But this time of year they can be pretty small. Acrobatic but tiny. So that mental fucking things. Yeah. So now we're a bit more organised. I'm going to show you how you catch a Coffs Harbour dolphin fish. Untangle your line. You want a little slimy mackerel. These ones here are like perfect size, hey, you don't want them too big. And look, I just fish straight through. There's no sink or anything like that. Just pin them as you normally would a live bait. Where's the faddly? Over here. Just chuck him out. On this side, aren't we? Make sure you're just throwing him out at the fad. This won't take long. the thing about dollies is it's pretty quick. One on that. Yeah, come on, fish. And then nothing. Oh, we've got a lot of current. You can see how fast that boat's moving past the fat here today. And there's fish. There's a dolly. Come on, eat him. Eat him. Eat him. Now just let him run and eat it a little bit. Quite small, May today, so sort of pick it up and play with it a bit. Coming back, bloody fish. Let's try this. Yeah, it's got that now. Simple as that. Really good fun, great for kids. And when all else fails, they're usually pretty reliable. They're only very small. Sometimes you get little kings out here too. You can have an absolute ball on these fads in summer. For this, I'm just using it on a snapper outfit. PE3, 30-pound leader, little 3.0, 4.0 hooks, suicide shapes, all you need. Just beautiful fish in the water. There you go. Mate. That's it. Swine hooks here. I'm going to lose his bloke.